Okay, there you are, Sergeant Gibbons Benjamin. How are you doing?
Cool, man. Everything okay, man?
Okay, how's the law enforcement situation in Dominica at this point in time?
Well, we are trying to take control of things at present. I'm involved in community police patrol. My team comprises of 4 men, where we got in the districts, the villages, and the patrols and so on, interact with the community personnel to find out what are their concerns and see how best we can address it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, how's on the business side? How are things going?
Well, things are going on pretty fine. I'm just hoping to expand in not to maybe within the next 6 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
Presently, what I have is I operate with a refrigerator life
Mm-hmm.
for about 2 weeks, but I'm looking forward to getting back into the chef life operation where I can sell to the supermarkets and possibly export.
Yeah, you had to turn down that offer of a deal with Israel.
Well, the thing is, actually, I got an order from Israel for 40-foot container, but because I couldn't meet the demands, I just had to turn it down. Also from Jamaica, where there was a consultant who came down to Dominica to work with the export development unit. And when he sampled the product, he felt that it could have done well in the Jamaican market. And so he also requested a 40-foot, but again, because our production is extremely low, we were unable to accept that order. But this goes to show that there's extreme potential for that sort of business, not only in Dominica, but internationally. And it's just a matter of getting things done, putting things in the right place, and hoping to meet that demand in the future.
Yeah, my puppy's in the background, letting itself be known. But quickly, as we said about the theme song for the police, that you shared that with me. That is very impressive.
Yeah, Forgotten Land and so on. One year we had Police Week, and I was called upon to write a theme song, something that would motivate police officers and would really, give an indication. Hello, how you doing? You okay? And would really give an indication as to what policing involves and so on. And within 2 days, I was able to pen some words, and we got the music done at Del Sol Studio. Unfortunately, he is now mentally ill due to he taking in drugs. Very unfortunate, and so on. And that I was given an award for that theme song, and it is used as often as possible, especially around Police Week. But before we should try to have Police Week at least every year, but it has been consistent. So, I guess when the commissioner is in the right mood, he might just say, okay.
So when was the last time you had Police Week?
Boy, that looked like it was about 3 years ago.
Morning, how are you?
That was about 3 years ago.
Mm.
And so usually involves concerts, people coming into police headquarters to view our exhibits, which involve drugs, firearms, and to get a general idea as to what the police work involves, and so on, and so that the public can get a feel as to what we do on a daily basis.
Okay. Well, hopefully, I've had a few meetings with Superintendent Andrew.
Okay, good.
As Commandant of the Cadet Corps.
Yes. And he's also presently in charge of the Southern Division.
Southern Division.
Yeah, so he has a big portfolio. But he's good. He can handle himself well, and he seems to be one of the favorites among our officers.
Well, I tell you what, I hope to maybe meet with the commissioner and see, whether we can revive the Police Week.
Okay. Well,
and
good.
I mean, not revive; it's there,
Yeah, it's
but
there.
whenever.
It's just a matter. But I don't. It's not dead. But it's just a matter of it takes a lot. It takes a lot to put the Police Week together, and so on. Various communities have to be formed for entertainment and what have you, and so on, so that those who go out to get sponsors, because it's a very costly undertaking.
I know, but
since he came on board here, he has not had the opportunity to have one on his watch. So that would be a good idea, and probably could also hint to him, how positive you think that community policing can be, because we have been getting positive feedbacks in the various communities. People were initially surprised that we were, in fact, patrolling their communities, like Mont Daniel, Mont Prosper, Girardel, and what have you. But, you know, people are hoping that we can continue and so on, because what they have noticed is that it has helped to suppress crime within the community, since that the police presence is regular, and we just wanted to continue.
I see that you're packing heat there, huh?
Well, the fact is, seeing that
what kind of weapon is that?
well, that's a .45.
That could hurt somebody.
Yes, but what is happening is that we usually go to isolated areas and so on, areas that police will not normally be found. And you know, although we try to be on the docile side of things, but you know, there are times when we have to react to eventualities which might involve force. We are hoping that we'll never have to use it, but you know, you have to be forearmed rather than going there next thing and something develops and you're unable to deal with it. Yeah, because we go, when you're out in Loda, T2 Gorge area, you understand, you must, you know, be able to defend yourself in the event of eventuality and so on. But so far, the community policing has been doing quite well, and we are hoping to continue.
Yeah, in closing, I would say, of course, when we were growing up, you know, police were Babylon, and those were very, I guess, antagonistic days. So it's nice to hear the concept of community policing.
We are really trying to change that image and so on. Have a different
I think you have.
Yeah, we realize that we are part of the community, and there must be coordinated efforts and so on in order to suppress crime. Police cannot do it alone. The community is there, the crime is committed within the community, and there's someone in the community who is usually aware as to the persons involved. And if we can be interactive and, you know, indicate to the people that we are in fact on their side, then it might be easier to extract information from the community. And so far, since we started the patrol in September of 2012, as I told you initially, people were not too sure as to whether they should accept us or reject us. But as the patrol continued, people have developed confidence in the patrol and are now feeling confident that when they give information to the patrol, it will remain confidential and that their names will not be revealed. So this is one positive that we have noticed, and we just want to continue.
I think I had a good friend, Dr. Seja, from
Yes. He initiated the patrol in Granby, and it has also been branded a success. There was some, I wouldn't say reluctance to bring it in other parts of the country, but because of a lack of manpower and so on, they weren't able to do that. Although we were still struck with the situation of lack of manpower, but what happened is that there was a cry by the public that police were not being seen, especially in uniform and so on. And the present commissioner, Mr. David, Superintendent David, and Inspector Frederick saw it fit, and they, you know, pulled us out from the general section and told us, well, we will have to be charged with the responsibility of, you know, conducting patrols both in Roseau and in the villages. And it has been a tremendous success. People are writing to express how impressed they are with the project, especially at the schools. So unfortunately, we have to be police in the schools. At 12:30 on a daily basis, we are at some of the concerned schools, and where we follow them to the bus stops to ensure that, you know, violence does not occur. And the principals of the various schools are reporting that, you know, that has been a great success, and they're writing to the commissioner to encourage him to continue with the program because they have seen the benefits of that program.
Yeah, discipline is everything, and you know, I think overall, what is your impression in closing of you know, the law enforcement situation, or the crime situation in Dominica compared to, first of all, the other Caribbean countries and compared to other times in the past? I get the impression that things are rather stable and there are good relations, and that the crime situation is, there'll never be a time when there's no crime, but I think at this time it's manageable.
There have been crime from time immemorial, but I believe at this time it's manageable, and even with the launching of the community policing and so on, which is also done nationally, because of the success of the team in Roseau and the sentiments expressed by the community personnel, the commissioner felt it fit to extend it to the other communities, and so that every police station is charged with responsibility, even not on a daily basis, but to ensure that they do in fact patrol their communities. And this has also proven to be very successful. And what the patrol has done, in fact, is to keep the criminals on their toes, to let them know that here it is, we are all there, and there's a possibility that we'll get them in the event that they commit a crime. So it is working. Now and then we see some unusual crimes creeping in, such as kidnapping and so on, which is kind of new to Dominica and so on. But we're trying to be on top of it, and so far I believe we are of average success.
I think you mentioned drugs and prostitution are two issues that you were trying to stay on top of.
Yes, well, the prostitution, it's done in a sort of clandestine way. In that we do not have brothels here, but what you find is happening from local knowledge is that, since the Spanish came in, what they would do is have certain bars where that clients would come and, they would,
Apply their trade in some way or form.
put them into rooms or whatever and get themselves involved in these sort of activities. It is also said that since the introduction of the Spanish, it has really suppressed the rape crime in Dominica. As to whether that is true, I'm not sure.
Interesting. That's an interesting way to look at it.
But I believe the Spanish, they are here to stay. Some of them have become Dominicans, citizens, and so on, so they're here to stay. So this is something that we might have to live with. The drug situation is one that every day the drug dealers are planning as to how to get their trade going. If the police is successful in one area, they try to devise another plan to have the stuff being smuggled in the country. So these are some of the things that we are plagued with, and we're trying to see how much we can be on top of it. You may have heard of the incident where they went as far as spraying up a vehicle similar to that of the Government Information Service vehicle, and actually putting a similar registration number on, so that when the police would see that vehicle, it would not attract too much attention. However, we were on top of the ball where we had gotten a tip-off, and when we stopped, there were quite a large sum of cocaine on board, and the men were arrested and so on. Presently, the vehicle is secured at Mondos. So this is to tell you how tricky they can be in trying to get the drugs smuggled into the country, and we are really trying to be on top of the ball.
Well, very good. Yes, very good. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, no problem. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Totally impromptu, and I think it's been much appreciated.
Yes, impromptu.
Okay then.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to on the dive.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
All right, okay.